His most prized creation was Royal Albert Palace, the first Indian-style banquet hall created to perform various social gatherings. Observing an increase in the Indian population, Mr. Jasani realized the need for a hall where Indian weddings could take place. Royal Albert Palace is the first of its kind on the East Coast. The exquisite interior and exterior blends various impressions of India in design, style, and architecture. The ambience that is reminiscent of Indian ethos.
Anokha Royal Albert's Palace. This is a different banquet hall than others. It is just give you like all Indian people getting married here. So they know, they see the cultures. And there's plenty Indian business. So why not I stick with Indians? And I have to bring the culture here and show what we are, who we are, and what we can do.
And what would you say is unique about Royal Albert Palace?
You can find culture of India in here. You can find arts from India. What you see over here, I study Indian arts. I'm the mold makers and I manufacture everything. I have a factory. So what you see, everything, 100%, I manufacture and I create. That's India. When you walk in, it's Royal Albert Palace, but it is Indian Palace. Like what you see over here, you can see same thing in the Mysore Palace. What you will see outside, still a lot of work has to be done. It will remind you Jaipur. Even the fountains, you will see in a Jaipur like this.
In light of his struggle during his younger years, Mr. Jasani plans on setting up a charitable fund, which once implemented will assist those who are in need of a helping hand.
What are your other social commitments?
Oh, Royal Albert Trust we're talking about. अभी तो नहीं, अभी मैं चालू करने वाला हूँ कि मेरा गांव है, अच्छा गांव है, आनंद गांव है। मेरे सारे बचपन के दोस्त भी है, लोगों को बहुत प्रॉब्लम भी आती है, स्टूडेंट भी। मुझे भी पता है कि जब मैं छोटा था मेरे पास फीस भरने के लिए नहीं था, कभी खाने के लिए भी पैसा नहीं था, कभी कपड़ा भी नहीं था, और 11th ग्रेड तक मैंने जूता भी नहीं पहना था। ये सब लोग आनंद में जानते हैं। तो I want to create like a Royal Albert Trust Fund. So slowly, if I put like a 1 crore rupees, and from that interest, so I can contribute every year people from the Anand. That is my future's ideas,
What about other charity funds? How are you involved in them?
Charity, directly I'm not involved. Like we have like association Anand Pragati Mandals. I'm a chairman and the president of this year, So I involve, but I have a lot of people, they organize and everything. But usually I don't try to involve direct to my sponsors and support like this.
Do you think you could have achieved the same success if you stayed back in India?
क्यों नहीं? इंडिया भी एक ग्रेट कंट्री है। कोई लोगों की हिस्ट्री देखो, वो भी स्टेट में पैदा हुआ, बड़े बड़े आदमी बन गए, आदमी को जिधर काम हार्ड वर्क करने का है, वो सक्सेसफुल किधर भी बनेगा, इंडिया हो और अमेरिका। America is land of opportunity. It helps, little bit.
India in 1972 and now. Tell us about the difference in your perception.
See, 1972 में बहुत opportunity India में नहीं थी. But now, because of the computers, I think India is coming, like an advanced country in the world right now, I think. So in the future, India is great. We got a population, a lot of brains, America always believing, bring the brain to this country. So I think in the future, India will control the computer business.
Albert Jasani is a philanthropist who supports community events with generosity. Being away from India for about 3 decades, Mr. Jasani has kept his childhood memories close to his heart. Having gone through the struggle himself, Mr. Jasani has tried to help those who are now in the same boat. A man who once started his life with a dream. He stands as a role model for every immigrant that comes to the United States for a better life.
Like from childhood, I had ambitions. I wanted to do something, something higher, someplace. I always dream about the king. I always dream about to become somebody, just top person of the world like that, I always dream for that.
Mr. Jasani, what would you say to a common man who is struggling either here in the US or back home in India?
I always believe don't give up and work hard. If you got 2 things, you will be always successful.
What is your next goal or upcoming project?
Future project is, I start work on a motels. I want to finish my 140 rooms motel. Then I want to build the one more 12,000 square foot banquet hall.
And what will you name that?
That name I'm going to mandap, because it's 50 foot high, and you don't need mandap to get married, because the whole 50 foot, 12,000 square foot is going to look like a mandap. Unique, big. Then next year I'm going to start making movie with Johnny Levers, and hopefully we're launching our Gujarati newspaper, Naya Padkar, by January or February.
Can you rate the following in an order of importance? Hard work,
You have to work hard, that's all. Anything you want to get in your life, you have to work so hard.
luck,
What I do with the luck, anything I want in my life, I work hard. If God give it to me, then I consider myself is lucky.
and what do you feel about willpower?
You got to have a willpower. Without willpower, hard work or luck don't mean nothing.
Circumstances,
Everybody got a different circumstances, but there is always, you have to have willpower, pass through what you go through your trouble in your lives.
and support from family and friends.
That is important too, that give you peace of, minds. And family, always, I had all Patel friends, they always helped me, for the money for the study when I was a child, some clothes, some books for the college. That is important too.
What has been the most important for you?
Was always for everybody, and for me it was family first. Hard works and lucks.